In Greek mythology, Koios is one of the Titans who once ruled the world before the Olympian gods. He may not be as renowned as Cronus or Atlas, but his rule was highly interesting. Koios was known as the Titan of intelligence, inquisitiveness, and of the starry sky. Koios represented the ability to think, to question, and to find answers to the mysteries of the universe. He stood for the idea of looking at the stars and trying to understand what they meant. While today we use telescopes and science to explore the cosmos, in mythology, this curious spirit was embodied by Koios. Koios was married to Phoebe, the Titaness related to prophecy and the moon. They had two important children together: Leto, later the mother of the god of light Apollo, and the goddess of the moon and the hunt, Artemis. They also had Asteria, associated with shooting stars and night omens. As with most of the Titans, Koios was part of the Titanomachy, the war between the Titans and the Olympian gods led by Zeus. He put up a valiant fight, but was eventually defeated and imprisoned in Tartarus. His downfall marked the end of the Age of the Titans and the dawn of the Olympian reign. Although defeated, Koios continues to be a symbol of curiosity and wisdom. His spirit lives on in everything we do to try to understand the universe, from astronomical observations to the great philosophical questions. Koios is our bellwether, a reminder of the value of seeking knowledge and looking beyond the self-evident. He is the Titan who inspires us to turn our eyes to the starry sky and ask, what else is out there? The Titaness Thea is referred to as the divine or luminous one, which reflects her connection with light and vision that goes beyond the physical. Thea embodies the radiance that shines through the world, both in the literal shape of light and in the symbolic sense of knowledge and perception. Thea is vision. However, in this case, vision is not just about seeing with your eyes. It is about universally understanding and perceiving the world. It represents the light that not only allows us to see what is around us, but also to grasp what is beyond, such as the beauty and value of things. This is reinforced by Thea's connection with precious metals like gold and silver. According to the ancient Greeks, these shiny elements were seen as representations of divine light, and Thea was connected to the faculty of revealing this glow and the essence of something precious. Thea was married to her brother Hyperion, the Titan of celestial light, who together had 3 children who became symbols of light in its different guises: the god of the sun Helios, who travels across the sky every day in his golden chariot, brightening the world and ushering in the daylight; the goddess of the moon Selene, who illuminates the night with her silver light, bringing calmness and enchantment; the goddess of the dawn Eos, who heralds the coming day by opening the gates of heaven with her rose-colored radiance. Through her children, Thea had an essential role in sustaining the cosmos's eternal cycle of light, bridging dawn, day, and night. Following the defeat of the Titans, Thea did not appear in new myths, but her influence continued through her children, especially Helios and Selene, who went on to play important roles in Greek mythology. The goddess became a symbol of clarity and perception, qualities that help us understand the world and find beauty and value in things that shine, but also in the simplest ones. The little-known Titan Krios represents something great and mysterious among the powerful Titans of Greek mythology: the constellations and the cosmic power that rules the universe. Krios is tied to the constellations and celestial cycles. Consider him the Titan who orchestrated the dance of the universe, the one who kept the stars rotating in the sky evenly. Constellations were not just bright specks in the sky for the Greeks, but also symbols of stories, myths, and foretelling. As their guardian, Krios was the personification of this cosmic harmony. His role is also connected to the underlying invisible force that binds everything together in the universe. He represents the power that drives the stars, a sort of cosmic balance that calls to mind how the night sky is both stationary and in constant transformation. Krios is part of the first Titan generation, being the son of Uranus and Gaia. Despite not having the same standing as the other Titans, Crius is also important in mythology. He married the Titaness Eurybia, who personified the sea, and together they had 3 remarkable children: Pallas, associated with battle and raw strength; Perses, symbol of destruction; Astraeus, the god of the stars and winds, who inherited the cosmic legacy of Crius. Crius stands for the power of the universe on its most grandiose and mysterious scale, the sort of force that leads us to stare up at the starry sky and wonder about the infinite. Phoebe is one of the first-generation Titanesses. Her name spells bright or pure, thus reflecting her connection with lunar light and the prophetic ability. She has a profound symbolic role, standing for intuitive wisdom and the soft night light that sheds light on the mysterious future pathways. Phoebe is deeply attached to the gift of prophecy, handed down from Gaia to her grandson Apollo, the god of light and the arts, who also led the Oracle of Delphi. Even before Delphi was known as the Temple of Apollo, Phoebe is said to have been one of the first to preside over the sacred sanctuary. Her role as keeper of the prophecy is said to imply a connection with intuitive knowledge and the mysteries of fate. In Greek view, prophecy was something divine, mysterious, and often extremely difficult to understand. Phoebe stood for the light of wisdom that could shed light on the mysterious ways of uncertainty. Besides her prophetic role, Phoebe is frequently associated with the moon. However, she is not the main lunar goddess, as this role is given to Artemis and Selene in later myths. Phoebe is symbolic of the subtle, thought-provoking light that the moon provides at night, a metaphor for the sort of wisdom that is not overt, but arises from introspection and connection with the unknown. Phoebe is married to her brother Coeus, the Titan of intelligence and the starry sky. They had 2 daughters who were important to Greek mythology: Leto, who would go on to become the mother of Apollo and Artemis, gods embodying light and the connection with nature and the cosmos, and Asteria, the goddess of shooting stars and night omens, who also represents the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Phoebe perpetuated her legacy of light and wisdom through her progeny, connecting the past of the Titans to the future of the Olympian gods. She represents the balance between light and darkness, the unknown and the known. Her role as the Titaness of prophecy and the moon is to remind us of the importance of seeking wisdom not only in logic, but also in intuition. She is a figure who inspires connection with the nature cycles, the mystery of the night, and the subtle light that guides those who seek answers. Iapetus is one of the first-generation Titans of Greek mythology. He is renowned as the Titan of mortality, epitomizing the weakness and limits of the human condition. A far-reaching concept echoed in the stories of his sons, who all played crucial roles in Greek myths. Iapetus is not often spoken of in great battles or intrigues, but his role as the father of figures such as Prometheus and Atlas is crucial to understanding how Greek mythology interprets humanity's challenges before the gods and fate. As the Titan of mortality, Iapetus is bound up with the concept that humans are limited and subject to time and death, whereas his brothers symbolized majestic aspects, such as the sky, the waters, or the constellations. Iapetus stood for something closer to us, the realization that we are all finite. His ties to mortality can be found in the stories of his sons, who faced these challenges in diverse ways. Iapetus joined forces with the Oceanid Clymene, or in some versions, Asia, and had 4 sons who made their mark on mythology with their deeds and symbolism. Prometheus, the most well-known of Iapetus's offspring, famous for creating humans and later stealing fire from the gods to give it to humanity. Epimetheus, the exact opposite of Prometheus, was impulsive and known for his thoughtless actions. He is best remembered for taking Pandora as his wife, and with her, cracking open the famous box that freed all the evils in the world, leaving only hope behind. Atlas, sentenced by Zeus to hold the sky on his shoulders, represented the weight of responsibility and the strength needed to bear life's burdens. Menodius stood for arrogance and rampant violence. He was struck down by Zeus during the Titanomachy, an example of how hubris, excessive pride or arrogance, can lead to disaster. Iapetus is a Titan who stands for the limits of humanity, but also for the struggles to overcome them. His children, each one in their own way, represents various aspects of this journey. He helps to remind us that mortality is not only a burden, but also a source of meaning.